Now, hello. Hello? 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 Clive? 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 Oh, Clive, yes. Okay, I'll do that one then. Okay. Now, if yes. Now, if you were to look among the great many regions of the southwest, you would stumble upon the most awesome of which, found under 50 rocks, laying on the ground, just withering on the ground under the sun. And if you were to put your hand deep within that, you would come out with a fist's worth. Yes, a fist's worth. Was that good, Clive? Clive? What did Barry say? Barry? No, don't both of you talk at the same time. I can't hear Clive when Barry is talking. Have you got that, Barry? So Barry, go. You thought the middle part was a bit lacking. Okay, Clive. You thought all of it was lacking. Right. Now, I'll have to think. Okay. I've got it. Whence they came. Guitar friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you who watched my video on my PEDALTRAIN Nano Plus and the CIOKS DC5 pedal board. Thank you so much to all of you who watched that. I was blown away by how many views that video has got. I'm trying to build this channel, as you know. Hopefully over the coming months it's going to get a lot more interesting. The videos will be better quality. I know some of the sound on some of my older videos haven't been great. I'm still new to this, and I'm going to continue to grow the channel. So if any of you could subscribe, firstly so I can have my name in the YouTube channel title, that would be great. So please click that subscribe button, because I'm having loads more videos and interesting stuff coming up. So let's get on with the video. I want to give you an update on the pedal board. So you might know back in October I built a Nano Plus pedal board with a CIOKS DC5 and 5 or 6 pedals on there. You can go back and see that video. I have since updated it, so I want to show you the updated version. Let me get this round. So there we go. You can see I've taken a few pedals off and I've added a few more pedals. So let's go through the board. We've still got the Boss TU2. I'm loving this pedal live. It is great. After songs, you can stamp on that thing and it mutes it out. You can have a quick tune in between songs and ready to go. Of course I've thought about changing it for maybe one of the TC Electronic smaller poly tunes so I can have a bit more room on the board, but I just love this so much. Yes, it's old, yes it's a TU2, it's just great. The display's clear, it's got a big button for me to stomp on to mute it, and I love it. We're then going into the Dyna Comp. Now I did take the Dyna Comp off for a bit. I missed it so much. I love the Dyna Comp. Basically I use it first in the chain to boost my amp a little bit. I have my amp driven and I kick on the Dyna Comp and it just pushes it that much more. That's the first use I use it for. I'll tell you the other use in a moment. We then go into the Modified OD, the Mxr Modified Overdrive. I like this pedal. It's I really like the bump feature and I really like the 100 Hertz boost feature. It's very loud. You can see there, literally, it's a quarter way up on the output, and same with the overdrive. I don't use it for much because, as I said, my amp is driven a bit and this just boosts it. The second use for the Dyna Comp is when I have the Modified OD on, I kick on the Dyna Comp for maybe a solo, I get this incredible sustain, which just, if you've got a bit of feedback going on, it just really sustains it and it's beautiful. Then one of the changes to the pedal board, we're going into the new Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini. I got this pedal, I didn't really know what I was going to use it for, but I've put it after the overdrive as a boost. So you can see here we've got the gain turned all the way up, sorry, all the way down, and we have the tone and level turned all the way up. So if I've got the modified OD on, I just kick on the tube screamer for a solo, and it pushes it over the top of the band, and it's great. I love it. From there, we're going into the Phase 95, the new MXR Phase 95 Mini. I love this pedal. In its place before, I had the Corona Chorus, which I think I used for one song in the entire set. Now I've got the Phase 95 on there. I use it on basically every song, somewhere in the song, even if it's just coming out of a verse going into a chorus and you want that going into the chorus, I'll use it for something like that. In one of the bands I'm in, we play covers, and one of the uses I use it for is we play Love Me Two Times by The Doors, and I play a bastardized version of the keyboard solo, and what I do, I put on the Phase 95, turn it all the way up full, so you get this wow 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 wow, and then play this and you get this weird organ effect sound. It's awesome. And I just use it in, you know, some of the slower stuff. I'll put it on, you know, like a mellow setting, back it off, and it's great. And of course, how can I get rid of the carbon copy? The carbon copy is amazing, especially, you know, when you've got a bit of modulation from the phaser. I use it in so many different ways. I have the, you know, like the slap back setting, so something a bit more like that, and you get this really reverby slapback setting. That's great. And I open it up a bit. At the end of the set, I turn everything up full and go crazy with the delay. You know, you get that wow wow sound and have loads of fun. So those are the changes. Of course, we've still got on the rear side the CIOKS DC5, which has been incredible. It's amazing. I don't have to worry about power at all. I just boom, done. Never have any buzz. It's just incredible. I mean, I can't say enough good things about the CIOKS DC5. I mean, I know CIOKS, they have a lot of, you know, they've got the DC10, of course got the pussy power. They've got so many different variations for different kind of pedal boards. It's great. So if you want a Nano Plus, I would check out the DC5. It's just incredible. So now we've been through the board, I want to tell you about, obviously I've been gigging with this board now for a couple of months. I've done quite a few gigs. I want to tell you a few experiences that I have had. So the first gig we did was in a really packed, really tiny bar. I was stood next to the door. The drummer was next to me. I had his cymbal in my ear. Everyone was getting really merry, very drunk. My pedal board was on the floor. Some drunk guy in front of me, he's dancing with a pint. Bleh! Spills his pint. I'm like, oh my God, it goes so close to my pedal board. I just couldn't believe it. So that was scary, and that's happened quite a few times since then. So what I do, a bit of advice, take a towel. Take a towel with you. When you're not around, put the towel over your pedal board. Say if you're about to start the gig, you know, and you're out doing vocal warm-ups, or you're going to the loo, or you're away from your gear, take a towel, put it over your pedal board. It will save you. Do not trust drunk people. They will walk over your stuff. They have no care. They will spill beer everywhere. And it's just a nightmare. And of course you and I have spent our hard-earned money on pedals, and the last thing we want when we're out gigging is drunk buffoons spilling their beverages over everything. We played on the 23rd of December, and same thing again. The place was festoon with merry drunkards all spilling their beer, and at some point during the night a guy did actually drop his glass. It smashed everywhere and splashed all over my pedal board. It was just a splash. I grabbed the towel, I dunked it off, I made sure there was, and this is very important, I made sure there was no water going underneath to affect the DC5. And that comes to one of my most important points. Because the DC5 is so close to the ground, whatever you do, do not put it on a puddle of beer, a puddle of piss, a puddle of anything in the venue. Make sure when you put it down that it is dry underneath. And as I've said before, watch out for drunkards. Have a towel, put it down whenever you leave your pedal board. Other than that, it's been great. It's been so good to turn up at a venue. You've got the little bag, pull it out of the bag, boom. I'm set up in a couple of minutes. I've literally set up my pedal board and my amp and my guitar in a couple of minutes. One little other mention I wanted to say, obviously I use the orange when I'm out gigging. I sometimes use the Fender, which as you know has reverb. I just love the orange. It's beefy as hell, even in the bigger venues. It is great. Obviously it hasn't got reverb, and I used to have a TC Hoff Mini that was on the pedal boards. I never stood on it, I never touched it in a gig, so I thought, why is this on my pedal board? Let's take that off, and now I've got a bit more room. And what I've done is I've just put a bit of Velcro on the top of my amp, and I put the Hoff Mini on top of my amp, plug it in, and I've still got the reverb, so I've got an extra pedal on the top of the amp, and that works really well. It's a simple setup, it's great, and that is everything I need now for a gig. It's awesome. So I'll give you a few sounds. We'll plug it in, I'll do some shots of the pedal boards and just go through quickly the sounds. So thanks so much again for watching. I'm sorry this video has taken a while to get up. Of course, coming out of Christmas, I got really ill, my girlfriend got really ill, it was a real ill house, so I haven't been making any videos for a week or so. So thank you if you're watching this, please subscribe, it'll really help me out. If you're a musician and you've got a channel as well, leave me a comment, I will subscribe to your channel and share your information. I've got a Facebook page which is Paul Besselle Music. You can check out that. You can find me on Twitter and I'm on SoundCloud. Some of my songs are on SoundCloud. I've got a lot of stuff coming up this year. I'm basically gigging every weekend of the year, sometimes 2 gigs in a weekend. I'm doing some work with a record label. We're putting on a big event to promote an artist, a local artist, and an album that I have produced. I will give you more information on that, but it is very exciting. And I cannot wait for you to hear those recordings. And also my solo album will finally be coming out. So loads of exciting things happening this year, and I will keep you posted. I'll be doing vlogs and stuff like that to inform you. So guys, thank you so much again, and I'll see you next time. Monk us out! So you can see what a massive jump that is for the solo.